Once upon a time, in a lush forest on the outskirts of a small village, lived a clever and cunning fox named Felix. He was known throughout the land for his wit and cunning ways. One sunny morning, as Felix strolled through the woods, he caught a whiff of a delightful aroma that made his mouth water. Following the scent, he soon stumbled upon a beautiful vineyard covered in plump, juicy grapes. Felix's eyes widened with excitement as he gazed upon the ripe, succulent fruit hanging from the vines. His stomach rumbled in anticipation, and he couldn't resist the temptation any longer. He leaped into action, ready to savor the delicious grapes. However, as Felix tried to reach the grapes, he found that they were just out of his reach. Undeterred, Felix jumped higher and higher, his paws grazing the bottommost grapes. He twisted and turned, his tail wagging furiously, but no matter how hard he tried, the grapes remained just beyond his grasp. After numerous attempts, Felix plopped down onto the ground, panting and frustrated. "I won't be defeated by a bunch of grapes," he muttered to himself. Determined to overcome this challenge, Felix devised a plan. He retreated a few steps, took a running start, and launched himself towards the vineyard with all his might. This time, he managed to grab hold of a cluster of grapes, but his excitement was short-lived. The grapes slipped from his grip, and Felix landed on the ground with a thud. Felix sat there, staring up at the unreachable grapes, his mind racing. He knew he couldn't rely solely on his agility to get what he wanted. He needed a different approach. As he pondered, a squirrel named Squeaky happened to scurry by, observing Felix's predicament. "Hello there, Felix. I see you're having quite the challenge with those grapes," Squeaky chirped. Felix nodded, a wry smile playing on his lips. "Indeed, my friend. These grapes seem determined to mock me. I need a new plan." Squeaky, always quick-witted and resourceful, suggested, "Why not try knocking the grapes down with a stick or a stone?" Felix's eyes sparkled with admiration. "Squeaky, you're a genius. I'll give it a shot." Felix found a sturdy branch and began to whack the vine with all his might. The grapes jiggled and shook, and after a few strikes, a handful of them plummeted to the ground. Felix eagerly gobbled them up, relishing the sweet and tangy taste. Over the next few days, Felix and Squeaky worked together tirelessly, using various creative methods to dislodge the grapes from the vines. They tied strings to the branches, fashioned slingshots, and even built a contraption that used a lever to knock the grapes down. Each attempt brought them closer to their goal, and Felix's determination never wavered. One evening, as the sun began to set, a gust of wind blew through the vineyard, causing the grapes to sway gently. Felix's eyes lit up with realization. "Squeaky, we've been so focused on forcing the grapes down that we forgot to consider other natural factors." Squeaky nodded in agreement. "You're right, Felix. Nature has its own way of helping us if we pay attention." Inspired by this insight, Felix hatched a new plan. He and Squeaky positioned themselves strategically, waiting for the wind to do its work. As the breeze picked up, the vines rustled and the grapes began to fall one by one. Felix skillfully caught each grape, savoring their flavor and victory. News of Felix's perseverance and ingenuity spread throughout the forest, and animals from far and wide came to witness the clever fox's triumph over the elusive grapes. Felix's determination and ability to adapt had earned him not only a feast of grapes but also the respect and admiration of his fellow creatures. And so, the story of Felix the clever fox and his quest for the grapes became a tale told for generations, a testament to the power of creativity, collaboration, and perseverance in overcoming challenges.